overnight tonight. We're going to see a low temperature down around 60 degrees, so very mild tonight.
Okay, yeah. They said it's warm on the red carpet.
Yeah, I bet so.
The fans
yeah.
going. All right, much more from the CMAs coming up at 6. Right now, the CBS Evening News.
Did a bomb bring down the Russian plane? Britain says there's a significant possibility, and it suspends some flights. Also tonight, a police officer is accused of staging his own suicide to make it look like murder.
Glenowitz committed the ultimate betrayal.
And no engine, no airport, no problem.
This is the CBS Evening News with Scott Pelley.
Tonight, the British government says there is what it calls a significant possibility that a bomb brought down that Russian jetliner in Egypt last weekend. The British foreign minister said intelligence points in that direction, but he did not say what that intelligence is. U.S. officials are telling us that mechanical failure cannot be ruled out. The Airbus A321 broke apart at 31,000 feet, raining wreckage on Egypt's Sinai Peninsula. It took off from the seaside resort of Sharm el-Sheikh, bound for St. Petersburg, Russia. All 224 on board were killed, and Alan Pizzi has the latest.
The British government said it was temporarily suspending flights to and from Sharm el-Sheikh over fears the Russian jet may have had a bomb on board. It is also sending British aviation experts to the Egyptian airport to assess the security situation further. Foreign Secretary Philip Hammond.
We have concluded that there is a significant possibility that that crash was caused by an explosive device on board the aircraft.
It comes on the same day an ISIS affiliate in Sinai released an audio tape daring investigators to prove that we did not take the plane down. Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has dismissed the ISIS claim as propaganda. The Russians have also been skeptical of any terror plot, but ISIS has recently been angered by Russia's airstrike campaign against them in Syria. Today, Egyptian authorities said they had successfully extracted data from the plane's flight data recorder, but the cockpit voice recorder is partially damaged and weeks more work will be required. Out in the desert, investigators have widened their search field to 15 square miles. Theories about what caused the crash also include an engine fire or a fuel tank explosion caused by some mechanical failure. Bodies of passengers in the front and rear seating sections reportedly have different injuries, with the ones from the back showing evidence of being burned. U.S. intelligence officials still aren't ruling out the possibility that mechanical failure could have caused the plane to break up in midair, Scott, but they aren't dismissing the British conclusion that it could have been a bomb either.
Alan Pizzi in Cairo tonight. Alan, thanks. Now with some insight into this, we'll go to Michael Morell, former number 2 at the CIA and now our CBS News senior security analyst. Michael, what do we know and what do we not know?
Scott, what we know at this point was that there was an explosion on the aircraft. We know that from a heat flash picked up by satellites. We don't know whether that explosion was caused by a bomb or whether it was caused by an internal problem on the aircraft, such as in the fuel. We also know that ISIS has claimed responsibility publicly. And we also know that U.S. intelligence has picked up conversations among ISIS members saying that they brought the plane down. But there's not enough specificity in those conversations to give you confidence that the guys actually know what they're talking about. So, Scott, I was a CIA analyst for 33 years, and this is not enough information to make a definitive judgment that a bomb brought down the aircraft. We're still going to have to wait and see.
And what would be enough information?
Scott, either forensic evidence, bomb residue or bomb fragments, or conversations among ISIS members that are specific enough to give you confidence that they were actually in on the plot and know what they're talking about.
And we don't have that tonight. Michael Morell, former number 2 at the CIA. Michael, thank you.
Welcome, Scott.
When a Fox Lake, Illinois police officer was shot to death in September, swarms of cops joined a dragnet to find the 3 men he said he was chasing. The cop was hailed as a hero, cut down in the line of duty, until today when we learned it was all a lie. The officer, an instructor who created fictional crime scenes, had done it one last time. And here's Dean Reynolds.
After a 2-month, $300,000 inquiry involving 150 investigators, it came down to this. Lieutenant Joe Glinowitz was a crooked cop who killed himself but tried to make it look like a murder. George Folenko commands the Lake County Major Crimes Task Force.
Glinowitz committed the ultimate betrayal to the citizens he served and the entire law enforcement community.
They're going to come in. Investigators say for 7 years, Glinowitz stole tens of thousands of dollars from a youth program he oversaw. The Explorers program was turned into his personal piggy bank for first-class travel, mortgage payments, and subscriptions to pornographic websites.
He behaved for years in a manner completely contrary to the image he portrayed.
That image was of a straight-arrow, G.I. Joe kind of cop. So popular with the public, thousands turned out for his funeral. On September 1st, investigators say Glinowitz drove on patrol to a secluded area and radioed that he was following 3 men. Minutes later, a backup unit found his lifeless body with 2 bullet wounds. But as investigators looked deeper into his death, through 6,500 pages of his texts and 40,000 emails, they found evidence pointing in a troubling direction. One text threatened that the body of a local administrator looking into Glinowitz's finances might wind up in a swamp. The shooting scene also raised doubts, with things like his pepper spray and eyeglasses scattered on the ground to suggest a struggle. But the coroner found that Glinowitz had shot himself twice, once in his bulletproof vest and once under it, with his own semi-automatic handgun, which he threw into the weeds before he bled to death. What investigators called a carefully staged suicide. Richard Maury was a Glinowitz neighbor.
G.I. Joe went from a hero to a criminal.
Commander Folenko later told us the episode left him feeling ashamed.
Those acts reflected on the entire police community. We took a black eye.
A day before his death, Glinowitz was told that his program was being audited. So officials say he tried to make it appear as if he had died in the line of duty because, Scott, he wanted to be remembered as a hero and not as a thief.
Dean Reynolds tonight. Thank you, Dean. 5 people were stabbed today at the University of California at Merced. Police killed the suspect, who was a student. 2 victims went to a hospital. The others weren't seriously injured. No motive yet. In the race for the White House, the latest poll shows Donald Trump and Ben Carson neck and neck on the Republican side. Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz are the only others in double digits. The poll also found that against Democrat Hillary Clinton, Trump could not win. But Carson, Chris Christie, Rubio, and Cruz could. For Rubio, a rise in the polls means rising scrutiny. And here's Major Garrett.
Marco Rubio's personal finances faced scrutiny at last week's GOP debate.
You accidentally intermingled campaign money with your personal money. You faced foreclosure on a second home that you bought. And just last year, you liquidated a $68,000 retirement fund. That's something that cost you thousands of dollars in taxes and penalties.
You just listed a litany of discredited attacks from Democrats and my political opponents.
These are the facts. While a member of the Florida House of Representatives, Rubio failed to disclose $34,000 in personal expenses charged to 2 separate political funds. A home he owned with a fellow lawmaker fell briefly into foreclosure when the co-owner failed to make mortgage payments. Rubio sold the home at a loss earlier this year. And in 2005, he started using a state Republican Party charge card for personal and party expenses. Rubio insists he paid off the personal charges as they arose. Rubio admits to sloppy bookkeeping. He was cleared of wrongdoing by a Florida ethics watchdog in 2012. Today in New Hampshire, Rubio addressed his financial past.
What I said was that I would do differently is I just wouldn't have done any personal things on it because I would have avoided all that confusion that it's created in the minds of some. But it's been coming up for 5 years, so it's not a new issue.
But that hasn't stopped Rubio's rivals, like Donald Trump, from attacking him.
Marco Rubio has a disaster on his finances. He has a disaster on his credit cards.
One chapter of Rubio's financial history remains hidden: Florida Republican Party charge card expenses from 2005 and 2006. Scott, Rubio's campaign has those records and told us the senator has, quote, nothing to hide and under pressure may release those records before Tuesday's Republican presidential debate.
Major Garrett in the Washington newsroom. Thanks, Major. Speaking of money and politicians, one of the Clinton family charities said today it will file amended tax returns for 2012 and 13. The Clinton Health Access Initiative said that there were minor errors. Republicans are calling for an IRS audit to see if all contributions from foreign governments were reported. In yesterday's elections, Ohio rejected legalized marijuana. Many were opposed because it would have given exclusive growing rights to just a few investors. Houston voted 61% to 39% against an ordinance to ban discrimination in housing and employment based on age, sex, or gender identity. Omar Villafranca reports the gender identity part overwhelmed the issue.
The measure was called the Houston Equal Rights Ordinance, but opponents dubbed it the bathroom bill and made the name stick through a series of ads that claimed women and children would become vulnerable to sexual predators in ladies' rooms.
Protect women's privacy. Prevent danger. Vote no on the Proposition 1 bathroom ordinance. It goes too far.
The ordinance made no mention of bathrooms, but it was the inclusion of gender identity that opponents like Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick seized upon.
And I'm glad Houston led tonight to end this constant political correctness attack on what we know in our heart and our gut as Americans is not right.
Houston Mayor Anise Parker, who is lesbian, had endorsed the measure.
This is a calculated campaign of lies designed to demonize a little understood minority.
17 other states and 200 municipalities, including 5 major cities in Texas, have similar language banning discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity. Jared Woodfill helped organize opposition to the bill.
When the people finally had an opportunity to express their will on it, to show how they felt about it at the ballot box, they overwhelmingly said no to the mayor's personal agenda. They said no to her bathroom ordinance.
Lou Weaver is transgender and a community activist.
Right now, I'm disappointed. But I also know that it's not over, that I'm going to get up and I'm going to continue this fight. I'm going to continue to educate about this, and that we will win.
Already, some groups are calling for a boycott of Houston businesses if the measure is not overturned. And that could be significant, Scott, because Houston is in the running to host the 2017 Super Bowl.
Omar Villafranca reporting tonight. Omar, thanks. 2 books out today claim to expose some of the Vatican's most closely held secrets, and our Elizabeth Palmer had a look.
The Pope is spiritual leader to millions of Catholics. He's also CEO of a multi-billion-dollar enterprise, the Vatican. But, say the 2 new books, behind all this magnificence lies a financial mess. Emiliano Fittipaldi is the author of Avarice.
Is it incompetence inside the Vatican when it comes to handling money, or is it corruption?
Entrambi problemi.
Both, says Fittipaldi, and at the highest levels.
For example, the book focuses on one of the church's charities. Catholics from around the world sent in money to help the needy. But in the end, of every $10 that came in, 8 went to the Vatican bureaucracy and only 2 went to the poor.
Then there's the price of sainthood. It can cost up to $500,000 for the Vatican to approve a canonization. Meanwhile, the books say the Vatican's pension fund is $800 million in the hole. Today, the Vatican said the book's facts and figures are out of date, and a massive cleanup led by Pope Francis is already underway. In fact, the book's revelations may actually help the Pope take on the powerful vested interests that oppose him, says CBS consultant Father Anthony Figueiredo.
Yes, this is an institution 2,000 years old where things have been done in a certain way for thousands of years. The Holy Father wants that all sorted out, absolutely, and if this is going to help him, good.
As for the Pope himself, Scott, we have heard from him, though indirectly, in a tweet by his chief of staff. His words simply, onward with serenity and determination.
Liz Palmer in front of St. Peter's Basilica at the Vatican tonight. Liz, thank you. Disaster averted because a plane had a parachute. We'll show you how it works. And a new list of the world's most powerful people when the CBS Evening News continues.
My constipation and belly pain feel like a raging storm. I've tried laxatives, but my symptoms keep returning.
My constipation feels like a heavy weight that keeps coming back.
Linzess can help. Once daily Linzess treats adults with IBS with constipation or chronic constipation. Linzess helps you proactively manage your symptoms. It may help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements that are easier to pass and may relieve your belly pain. Do not give Linzess to children under 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to 17. It may harm them. Don't take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Bottom line, ask your doctor about Linzess today.
Feel secure in your dentures. Feel free to be yourself all day. Just switch from denture paste to C-Bond denture adhesive seals. Hold stronger than the leading paste all day without the ooze. Feel secure. Be yourself with stronger, clean C-Bond.
You get used to sweaty odors in your car. You think it smells fine, but your passengers smell this. Eliminate odors you've gone nose blind to for up to 30 days with the Febreze Car Vent Clip. Break out the Febreze and breathe happy.
Introducing the first ever gummy multivitamin from Centrum. A complete and tasty new way to support your energy, immunity, and metabolism like never before. Centrum Multi-Gummies. See gummies in a whole new light.
Heartburn.
No one burns on my watch. Try Alka-Seltzer Heartburn Relief Chews. They work fast and don't taste chalky.
Amazing. I have heartburn.
Alka-Seltzer Heartburn Relief Chews. Enjoy the relief.
A small plane lost power yesterday over Fayetteville, Arkansas, but it floated to Earth with only minor injuries. Chris Van Cleve shows us how.
Oh my God! Cell phone video shows the 4-seat Cirrus airplane drifting slowly to the ground thanks to its onboard parachute. At the controls when the engine issues surfaced was former Walmart CEO Bill Simon.
We're losing all pressure. We're going to try to find a place that we're going to clear.
This Cirrus aircraft test video shows how the chute works. Launched by a rocket out of the back of the plane, it fully deploys within 8 seconds.
None of the people, I'm sure if you interviewed them, would ever think that we're going to need a parachute device, but they did, and there's a lot of thankful spouses and parents.
Boris Popov invented the device that's now in more than 30,000 aircraft. The idea came to him after his hang glider broke hundreds of feet in the air.
All the way down, I was formulating some promise to myself. I could have had some sort of a parachute device on board. So I promised myself if I survived that I would develop some sort of a ballistic or rapid deployed parachute.
Earlier this year, a pilot flying to Hawaii deployed the chute on his Cirrus over the Pacific Ocean when he had a fuel problem. In 2009, a chute brought this plane down safely into a D.C. suburb.
You pull down, and then with 2 hands, you pull straight down, about 40, 45 pounds of pressure, and the parachute, which is in the back of the plane, will deploy.
It is a standard feature in Barry Goldberg's 2015 Cirrus.
Ultimately, the parachute is a safety feature of last resort. I have one more tool in my bag as a pilot to ultimately end a situation successfully.
The parachute maker says its devices have saved at least 361 lives. Scott, in this most recent incident, the FAA and NTSB are now investigating.
Chris Van Cleve, thanks, Chris. An Uber driver wants a passenger to pay dearly for slapping him. That's next.
This guy from engineering says DirecTV is so advanced that you could put TVs anywhere without looking at cable wires and boxes in every room.
How are they always one step ahead of us?
Well, because their technology is far superior.
Or because they have someone on the inside. Isn't that right, Gil? Sir, I would never.
He's
wearing a wire.
Take off his shirt. All right, I'm putting you in charge of the holiday party.
Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
If a denture were to be put under a microscope, we can see all the bacteria that still exists. Polident's unique MicroClean formula works in just 3 minutes, killing 99.99% of odor-causing bacteria for a cleaner, fresher, brighter denture every day.
It takes a lot of work to run this business, but I really love it. I'm on the move all day long, and sometimes I just don't eat the way I should. So I drink Boost to get the nutrition that I'm missing.
Boost Complete Nutritional Drink has 26 essential vitamins and minerals, including calcium and vitamin D to support strong bones, and 10 grams of protein to help maintain muscle, all with a great taste.
I don't plan on slowing down anytime soon.
Stay strong, stay active with Boost.
You tuck here, you tuck there. If you're a toe tucker because of toenail fungus, ask your doctor now about prescription Keratin. Use daily Keratin drops may kill the fungus at the site of infection and get to the root of your toe tucking. Keratin may cause irritation at the treated site. Most common side effects include skin peeling, ingrown toenail, redness, itching, and swelling. Tell your doctor if you have any side effect that bothers you or does not go away. Stop toe tucking and get the drop on toenail fungus. Ask your doctor today about Keratin.
Salonpas salutes you. People working hard to improve the world. You inspired us to improve these. Salonpas pain relieving patches. 20% larger with better adhesion and more medicine to fight pain than ever before. Salonpas, the patch you love, improved.
Whatever you're doing, plan well and enjoy life. Or as we say at United Healthcare Insurance Company, go long. Of course, how you plan is up to you. Take healthcare. Make sure you're covered for more than what just Medicare pays. Consider an AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company. You might give this a try. The only Medicare supplement plans that carry the AARP name and the ones that millions of people trust year after year. Plan well, enjoy life, go long.
What happens to a lot of gifts after Christmas? This year, how about giving a gift that lasts? A gift that shares big dreams from the World Vision gift catalog. Like a goat to help give families a way out of poverty. Clean water to bring life. Education for the future. Nourishing food to stay healthy. Gifts that show God's love to those in greatest need. Share big dreams this Christmas with a gift from worldvision.org.
Today, Forbes put out its annual ranking of the world's most powerful people. China's President Xi Jinping is 5th, Pope Francis 4th, President Obama fell to 3rd, replaced at 2nd by German Chancellor Angela Merkel, and for the 3rd straight year, Vladimir Putin, president of Russia, was 1st. In business, Target will close 13 underperforming stores in January, mostly in the Midwest. Food company Kraft Heinz will cut 2,600 jobs, shuttering 7 factories over 2 years. On the help wanted front, NASA says it has space for a few astronauts. You can apply next month. Today, an Uber passenger said he wants to apologize to the driver he attacked in Southern California. A dashboard camera caught the whole thing. It may be too late for apologies, though. The driver, Edwin Caban, sued Benjamin Golden for more than $25,000. Golden's already charged with assault. Folks in Brooklyn are inviting classical music and perfect strangers into their living rooms. Bach in a moment.
This portion of the CBS Evening News is sponsored by Pacific Life. For life insurance, annuities, and investments, choose Pacific Life, the power to help you succeed.
I'm always there for my daughter. For the little things and the big milestones. And just like I'm there for her, Pacific Life is there to help protect me and my family so I can enjoy all life's moments.
Pacific Life, helping families for over 145 years achieve long-term financial security with lifelong retirement income. Talk to a financial advisor today to grow your future with confidence.
Would you like to win $10,000 a week for life?
Oh my God.
Now you can with the new Double the Cash prize from Publishers Clearinghouse. Go to PCH.com and enter now. December 30th, you could win $10,000 a week for life.
When a moment spontaneously turns romantic, why pause to take a pill? And why stop what you're doing to find a bathroom? Cialis for daily use is the only daily tablet approved to treat erectile dysfunction, so you can be ready anytime the moment is right. Plus, Cialis treats the frustrating urinary symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently, day or night. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any symptoms of an allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use. Insurance coverage has expanded nationally, and you may now be covered. Contact your health plan for the latest information.
I brought in some protein to get us moving.
I'm new Ensure Active High Protein. I help you recharge with nutritious energy and strength. I'll take that.
New Ensure Active High Protein. 16 grams of protein and 23 vitamins and minerals. Ensure. Take life in.
I was out for a bike ride. I didn't think I'd have a heart attack, but I did. I'm Mike, and I'm very much alive. Now my doctor recommends a Bayer aspirin regimen to help prevent another heart attack.
Be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
I'm Jerry Bell II.
And Jerry Bell III.
I'm like a big bear. He's my little cub. This little guy is nonstop. He's always want to hang out with his friend. Got to be prepared to sit at the edge of your seat and be ready to get up. There's no deep couch sitting. It's definitely not good for my back. This is the part I really don't like right here. What's that? It's a Swiffer wet jet. It almost feels like it's moving itself. It's kind of fun. That comes from my floor? This is Deep Couch City.
Deep Couch City.
Now, you could be the hero in your family with the new Double the Cash prize from Publishers Clearinghouse. Go to PCH.com and enter now. December 30th, you could win $10,000 a week.
A dangerous convicted sex offender behind bars thanks to some quick-thinking Good Samaritans. Nick Barris has the latest on this breaking story next. We end tonight in the birthplace of Jay-Z with the rebirth of Jay Bach. Here's Michelle Miller.
You got it? Okay, so we have a few more.
After a busy day at work, it's a mad scramble for Eileen Trilly and her family to tidy up their Brooklyn, New York home before guests arrive.
So exciting.
Not just friends,
I'm done,
but strangers crowding together, relaxed and unwound, to tune in to this. It's called Group Muse. Offering music lovers a chance to experience classical chamber music in an intimate setting. Creator Sam Botkin says it's the way composers intended their music to be heard.
You show up, you socialize for an hour, you sit down on the floor, you listen intently as a group for 25 minutes to, 3 movements of a tremendous masterwork. It's not quite a concert, and it's not quite a party.
Anyone who wants to host a concert can connect with performers and guests who sign up on the Group Muse website. There's no cover charge, but the hat is passed for musicians just starting out. Juilliard violinist Annika Jenkins says it's a way to gain valuable performing experience.
The audience is literally right in your lap. It's right there and you can feel them next to you.
Does it change the way you actually play?
Definitely. You just get their energy and it rebounds off the group and incorporates into the music. It's incredible.
In the comfort of home, formality goes out the door. The experience almost amounts to a group meditation, a shared moment of beauty.
When the music stops, everyone's like, whoa, what was that about? And there's just the warmth of the atmosphere is unbelievable. And if you have, a pulse, you will be moved.
Michelle Miller, CBS News, New York.
And on that note, that's the CBS Evening News. For all of us at CBS News all around the world, good night.
Her mother was murdered and her body stuffed into a freezer. A brutal crime her father confessed to before he took his life.
There's a piece inside of me that has taught me what forgiveness truly is.
Is one private probation company using unreliable drug tests to put people behind bars? News Channel 5 investigates.
Can anyone tell us about the drug test?
There are more than 300 sanctuary communities for undocumented immigrants, but if several state lawmakers have their way, there will be zero in Tennessee.
But first, the stars are out. News Channel 5's Chris Cannon and Carrie Sharp are live on the red carpet for tonight's CMA Awards.
From your news and information leader, this is News Channel 5 at 6.